Today we're gonna have a little bit of a beauty battle. I got my hands on the new Maybelline Sunkisser liquid blushes. I got 3 shades to try out and one of them is a bronzer shade. And I also ordered the new highlighting drops or the Bright Light Glow Drops from Revolution. These I think are gonna be pretty similar products, not in packaging but in effect on the skin. And we're gonna see which is better, which I like better, and which I would recommend more. I haven't tried any of these yet. It's gonna be a first impression, but I'm gonna do my best to give you as much information as I can in this video. I think I want to start out with the Maybelline ones. First up, I got the shade 11 Electric Bronze. I paid, I think, 13 euros for this, so it would be around $15, but I don't know what this would actually cost in the States. I do know that at least in the Netherlands, these go on sale quite a bit. Like Maybelline goes on sale quite a bit. You can get it for 1 + 1 free. So that would make it a little cheaper than that. I haven't swatched any of these and I haven't really looked at these yet. These are a pretty thick doe foot applicator. I've seen some videos of people applying these. They seem kind of like sheer-ish, liquidy. They just put some dots on the face. So I am just gonna start out with that. And I'm just gonna do the Maybelline on one side and the Revolution on the other side. Just clipping my hair out of the way. It's looking a little crazy, but this is the way my hair still looks good after. Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, Electric Bronze. This is the deepest bronzy shade, I think, from the line. So we're gonna see if it's gonna work on me. I'm pretty fair. I'm not taking too much at first. And let's start blending. Maybe I took too much and maybe this is gonna look really crazy. Ooh, okay. I might have made a big mistake. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna see how this blends. We're gonna see if I can save this situation. Seems to have quite a red undertone. I see some redness shining through. I thought this was gonna be a bit easier to blend. I feel like it's kind of sticking to some places a little bit. I feel like in the end it's blending out, but it doesn't feel effortless. And I feel like it's still looking a bit crazy for sure. Like, especially when I looked in the viewfinder, that's looking a little crazy. Okay, I think I should just take a little less, probably. Because I do quite like the effect of this. It's not glittery, it is glowy. And I don't know, it looks quite nice on the skin. I quite enjoy the look of this. It just, on the cheeks, I feel like it looks pretty good. On the forehead, I definitely applied too much. I applied 2 drops and I could have definitely made that 2 or 1. But I feel like this shade works for me if I just apply a little less. So far, I do think that this is very promising. We're gonna move on to the Bright Light Bronzing Drops by Revolution. So I've been kind of getting into Revolution. There are some things that I've tried that I've liked. I did a video on that Mood Switch collection and I actually quite enjoyed some of those products. I don't know how liquidy this is gonna be. It's in a very different kind of packaging. I'm just gonna squeeze out a little bit on my hand just to get a feel for the formula. Okay. This is looking like a really nice shade. It was a bit hard to get on my hand. Like I had to press pretty hard on the packaging. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this on my brush, kind of work it in, because I don't really know how else I would do this. I know you can also apply this by mixing it into other products, but I have to say I personally don't enjoy mixing things in like that and applying it all over the face like a bronzer. I feel like it always looks a bit weird and patchy. Okay, the tone of this is definitely different from the Maybelline, and the consistency is very different as well. It's very liquidy. I don't know if I love the blend. Keep in mind that I'm using this on top of bare skin. I'm not wearing anything underneath, just my skincare. Yeah, it's definitely a lot warmer. This one definitely has quite a red undertone and this has a little bit more of a golden warm undertone. I'm gonna grab a little bit more. I'm gonna put a little bit more on my hand for the forehead. This definitely has more of a glow to it. It kind of has this golden glow that's almost a little duochromy when you turn your head. I feel like the Maybelline is sitting on the skin a little bit more smoothly, but that could also be because this one is more glowy. Sometimes glowy products just don't look as smooth as satin or matte products. Yeah, I feel like here it was a little bit harder to blend because I took so much. Here I took a little less, but I feel like it looks a little dirty. Okay, I've been trying to kind of blend it better, but I think I should just give up. And yeah, my first impression of the Makeup Revolution bronzer, not the best. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the blush shade that I have in the Sunkisser liquid blush formula. So I have the kind of like a red one, which is called 06 City Sizzle, and it's a little bit more of a warm toned red than I was expecting, maybe leaning a little bit terracotta. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna enjoy this shade. Yeah, it looks a little bit like a rosy red terracotta. I also have the light pink shade. This is the one in 05 Blazing Blush. I think I'm gonna put on the darker one first and then see if I want to add a little bit of this as like maybe a little bit of a highlighter. So I'm just gonna start with one dot. Well, that was a lot already, so let's just be a bit careful here. You don't want to go overboard again. I want to be a little bit more mindful of my placement. Okay, takes a little bit of time to blend, but it is blending out to something pretty cute. I quite like the finish and the formula of this. It's not as glowy as I expected, but because of that it's a little bit more perfecting and it's a little bit more flattering than some super glowy blushes. It's just very satin. It does dry down pretty quickly. It does dry down fully. You have some time to play with it, but don't expect that this stays very creamy. So that is with the blush. I think that looks really cute. And then we have the Bright Light blush drops from Revolution. Hoping that these are gonna work a little better for me than the bronzer. I am gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand again. It looks like kind of like a warm pink shade. Let's see if that can fix this situation. I don't know if that made it any better. I don't know if I like that. I'm just gonna take a clean highlighter brush and see if I can blend the edges a little. Yeah, I don't know if I love that. I feel like it's just a bit hard to blend, a bit hard to place, and it just looks a little muddy. I'm kind of thinking, should I have taken off the bronzer and applied the blush on its own? Could that have done something? Man, I don't love this cheek at all. And this one I actually really like. Like, it's not perfect. It shows a little bit of imperfection, but it looks cute, it's glowy, and this is just super muddy. I was really hoping to love all of this, and the Revolution is definitely more affordable. There is 23 milliliters in this, and these have like 4.7 milliliters. So yes, these are a bit more expensive, but I also like them way better so far. So I'm gonna try the light pink, the one in 05 Blazing Blush from the Maybelline. I'm gonna apply a little over there and just see what this does. And I'm gonna take the highlighter brush that I just had. I don't know if this is more of a highlight or just kind of like a blush topper. This is definitely more glowy. It adds a lot to the look. Ooh, that is really interesting. Ooh, I really like the effect that that just gave. That is really pretty. I can tell you this is not gonna be tough to decide which side I like more. That's so cute. Just look at that. That's so nice, cute, and summery. I love the combination of the two blushy shades. I feel like if I would just apply a little less of that bronzer, it would be perfect for me for the summer. This is a mess. I don't want to be too harsh, but it's messy. Alright, the last one. I have to be honest, this is already so messy. Are we really gonna see what this does? I don't know. So these are the Bright Light Glow Drops in Stardew Gold. I think I didn't say the names of the other ones. Rosy Pink I have, and then the lightest of the bronzer shades, this is Scorched Light Medium. So I'm gonna take a little bit and once again put it on my hand. I don't really understand this packaging, man. When does it come out? It's not really like user friendly. I'm gonna put a little bit on my forehead as well, just to see over there what it looks like. I feel like this is kind of lifting up what is underneath. Okay, that is creating such a weird stripe. Okay, the forehead. Okay, the forehead looks kind of okay, but not amazing. This lifts up so bad. This just created a whole like lifted up patch, and I'm pressing the highlighter. I'm not swiping it, I'm just pressing it on. I don't know. I feel like, should I just take it a little lower to blend it all together a little more? Does that do something? Not really. Just look at this side. I feel like maybe there's some potential to the highlighter if I would apply that highlighter first on my cheek, or maybe the blush on my cheek and then apply something on top. But that, maybe if that were the first step, that could work, but that seems like a hassle. Alright, I'm gonna finish up my makeup and then I'll be right back with you with my first impression thoughts. So, which side do you like best? This one? Or this one? I think this battle was decided pretty quickly. I'm actually shocked at how quickly this was decided. Alright, let's talk about these Sunkisser liquid blushes. So far I really like them. I just took a little bit too much with the bronzer, but in the end I think it looks good. I love my whole cheek. It is glowy, but it's more of a satin glow. It doesn't feel sticky at all. It's very lightweight. It just dried down. I really like the shades of these. I quite like the packaging. People did say that they look like the glosses. They do, but there's something kind of like sunny about them that I still enjoy. I don't really have anything bad to say about them. I feel like you don't need a lot, but it's still easy to blend. You have some time, but it does dry down. These are really cute, at least so far. I really enjoy them. Then the Revolution ones, I will surely, for sure, try these again. And I will try them different ways. Of course, I only use them one way now, but maybe I should just do an all over glow with them. I will try it out. I will try these out without the bronzer as well. Like maybe these are actually nicer than I think now. This is cheaper, but it's also so far not my favorite. It just looks really patchy. The bronzer is a little bit too on the orangey warm golden side for me, but that doesn't have to mean that you don't like a shade like this. But of course I take that into account. And you know what? I don't really like the packaging of these. These are really hard to squeeze. Like this is really sturdy, hard plastic. And then when you squeeze it out, it just takes some time to squeeze. So if you don't have that much like hand strength, which I don't, but if you have even less hand strength, and I also think if there's just a little left in this is gonna be hard to get out. So yeah. Maybelline is definitely the winner. I feel like these blushes could become favorites. I really like them so far. I think this is really cute. And then that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye!